Hi, welcome to Reiki I. This is Kate. This is the book that I have put together for this class. And if there is one takeaway that I would like for you to have with this is intention. Intention means everything. This beginning, section 1, is about the mind and the importance of belief and intention. So much talk is being said today, different than when I learned Reiki, but so much talk is done today about thoughts become reality, right? You create your own reality. That is something we hear all the time. When I learned Reiki, people said that it was not really in the scientific community. There was murmurs of it, but today it's really being proven that it's true. That thoughts started everything. Thoughts become physical reality. When we have good intentions, good things come. They say when you give, you actually receive more. These things are all true. I have a friend that said to me, Kate, when you start doing Reiki, it's like you flip a switch and you become one with everything, and your whole demeanor changes. And that's true. And I'm saying this today, and here I've been doing Reiki for years and years and years and teaching it, and I am still learning. And I learn from Reiki, and I learn from each session that I do. I learn from everything I listen to, but the connection that I can make when I am in that place of healing, whether it be healing myself, which this is self-Reiki that we're talking about here, healing myself or working with somebody else, the intention that I have is for the highest and greatest good for all involved. So if it's healing myself, it's the highest and greatest good for me, Kate, as well as all the people that interact with me. If I work with a client, it's the highest and greatest good for that client and all that interact with them. And I don't pretend to know what my highest and greatest good is or anybody else's. And quite often clients will come to me and they may have an ache or a pain or something going on, and I always set that as an intention, but I always leave it up to their source, right? So a lot of this is trusting that your higher power, your source, your oversoul, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, has your best interest at heart and knows the true you and knows what's going to come in the future and what is best for you. So I'll give you an example for that. If somebody were to come to me with, say, a sore knee, they hurt their knee, they've gone to a doctor, there's really nothing wrong with it, but gosh darn it, it still hurts when I'm, walking, and I can't even run anymore, blah, blah, blah. Well, I can certainly say that that is their intention and why they came to me, but I ask for healing from their highest and greatest good, for their highest and greatest good, and I ask their source to determine that. So this person may have been a super overachiever and they just needed to slow down for a while. And the knee pain was what allowed them to do that. But of course, their ego, human mind was like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. But no, the source is saying, slow down, stop. Just let yourself rest and think. Maybe sit and read a book. You don't have to be so physical and on the go every minute of every day. And in that instance, that person's highest and greatest good is going to come through. If they are not supposed to be running a marathon, that knee pain isn't going to go away. If they make that conscious decision and that intention for themselves to let their body heal, to slow down, and to adjust their thinking a little bit, that pain is going to go away. So what I am here is to help you with setting your intentions, and it's your intentions for yourself. You know, we also talk very negatively about ourselves. You know, we get up in the morning and we look in the mirror and say, "Oh my gosh, there's another wrinkle." Well, no, don't do that, because that just brings more wrinkles to you. Um, Truth be known, when I get up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I look in the mirror, and I say, "Kate, I love you." When is the last time you said that to yourself? "Kate, I love you." It's powerful. Do that for like 2 weeks. You're going to find so many things change, because connecting with our source with intention, we create harmony and peace and good things in ourselves. And this is truth. There's no doubt about it. This is truth. So as I learned, science tells us that when a particle is split and separated by miles, when one of the particles is changed, the other changes too. As a matter of fact, the distant particle can actually change before the change takes place, which leads us to believe that the mere intention of making the change connects the particle, and the change happens. That is being proven in science. That is a fact. That's the way it works. Use science. Use that power of intention to create good things in your life. Now we talk about the placebo effect, right? That's something that is kind of a medical people, that kind of goes against what they're doing, because if a mere sugar pill can cure somebody of something that really needs an antibiotic, say, how does that happen? How does that happen? But it's the power of belief. It's the power that you believe that that sugar pill is as powerful as that antibiotic, and it's actually your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs that heal your body. Now, I talked in the opening about how I was pretty sick and my liver was failing. Well, Reiki, and at that time I didn't understand all this belief power stuff. It didn't cure me ever, but I am cured today. It happened much later when I started learning about creating my own reality by reading and studying the Seth material. I had a realization at one point, talking with two people that have had healings because of the way they changed their thought process. And it struck me, and I'm like, well, I can do this. So I started working on that, and I started, saying to food that, my body is only going to take in what it needs, and what it doesn't need and what it doesn't want will just pass through me with no pain, no pressure, no problems, just with ease and grace, right? We are eliminating machines, right? We cry, we sweat, we poop, we pee, so we eliminate all the time. We sneeze, we cough. That's all eliminating stuff from inside of us to go to the out. Well, I just made that intention that anything I take into my body is affected that way. And it's easy, right? And it didn't happen overnight. It didn't, because in the beginning, I said the words, not sure I really believed it. It's like those affirmation things, fake it till you make it. Well, that's what I did. And I kept saying this, and I kept saying that to my food. And then one day I had what I thought was a thought of mine. And it said, you can have one piece of pizza. Now, mind you, pizza has in it flour, which I was allergic to. It has cheese, which is milk, which I was allergic to. So I'm like, I can't have pizza. That makes me sick. And then that was over. And the next day I heard it again. It's like, you can have one piece of pizza. And this probably went on for maybe 2 weeks. And finally, I'm like, I called my girlfriend and I said, how do you like your pizza? I'm going to stop at OIP and pick one up. And she's like, cheese. And I'm like, great, that's how I like mine too, right? And I stopped and I brought a pizza home. And I had one piece in front of me and I ate it, and I ate it slowly, and I ate it mindfully. And I again used that intention of, I can eat this. My body is going to take in all the nutrients that it needs, and it's just going to pass the rest of it with no pain, no pressure, no problems. And I didn't say this before, but I used to be pretty sick. Within 15 minutes, I would start getting sick if I got into wheat. So I'm eating, and it's so good. I loved it. And, she says to me, she goes, how do you feel? And I'm like, I'm good so far. 15 minutes go by, and she's like, how you doing now? And I'm like, well, yeah, I feel pretty good, and nighttime came, and she's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. The next morning, woke up, and she's like, I didn't hear you get up overnight. I said, I didn't. I'm fine. I was able to eat a piece of pizza and it not make me sick. And from that day forward, and that is I want to say 6 years ago, I have been, I can eat anything I want now, but I still have that idea, that belief that my body is so intelligent, it knows what to do, right? Our bodies are so smart. You got to think about this. When you were a fetus in your mama, two little cells that come together and they start making fingers and toes and ears and connecting neural pathways and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you, you didn't have a manual, right? There was no doctor in there putting things together. You did this yourself. The power that you have, you still have. You are a healing machine. You have all the potential, all the power, all the strength to be a healer of yourself and of other people, the people around you. And it's all based on belief and intention. Just know that when you have positive beliefs, your intentions are of love and peace and healing, nothing can go wrong. Nothing. It's all beautiful. It's perfect. So that being said, that this is the section on the importance of belief and intention. And we want to go into Reiki with these feelings. When we start doing self-Reiki, we want to have that intention, first of all, of connecting with Source, right? And Source is within you, right? Even the Bible said, the kingdom of God is within you, or the kingdom of heaven is within you. Source is inside you. You are a drop of God. So connect to that feeling. That is what we're calling universal energy, right? It's the God energy. It's all that is. We connect to that energy and we give ourselves that Reiki. It is an absolute win-win. You receive the Reiki first. It goes to your heart. It comes out your hands, and then whether you're sending it to another person or you're sending it to yourself, then you're receiving it twofold. And your intentions are always for your highest and best good, not for something specific. You can say, geez, I have a pain in my shoulder and it really hurts. But when you're doing your Reiki, you want to make sure that it's for your highest and best good. Always. And, even when I have clients that come to me, if they haven't, seen a doctor, a medical doctor, say they had a pain in their left shoulder. First thing I would say to them is, have you seen a doctor? Have you had an exam? Do you know what's going on, right? What they say, left shoulder pain, left arm pain, it could be a heart attack. I don't know. So I want to make sure that these people have been checked out medically because Reiki works with the medical community, not against it. There's things that the medical community can do, and Reiki can assist in that. It can aid in that healing if, in fact, it's for the highest and greatest good of that particular person or you. So keep that always in mind. And when I create my sacred space, that's one of the things I say, that I ask for help for the highest and greatest good. Thank you.